So today I'm on my way to Washington, Pennsylvania to meet up with Zach and John from those Dram Yinzers. Gonna go to the Whiskey Rebellion Festival. This is day 1, and it's the Whiskey Walk. Let's go have some fun. All right, so John just said that he just got here. Zach said he just got here. Let's see if we can go find him. Real quick though, what we have back here is the Bradford House. I can't remember what the historic significance is though. Hopefully, during this weekend, somebody can tell us. Got some little chains here. Doing part of the little story, the Whiskey Rebellion here. So, here we are at the festival. Let's see if we can actually find anybody. Yep, no idea where we're supposed to go. Okay, I don't think that they're over here.
I think I found him.
What's up, man?
Look what we found.
What's that?
Saying,
Oh, hey.
oh hey.
What's shaking?
Not sure. How are you?
Yeah.
So, where's your guys' booth?
I have no idea. Dad's not here yet.
Dad's not here yet.
Dad's
Okay.
not here yet. I just drink and then talk people's ears off. John is my project manager in life and in most things. Man, you're gonna have so much fun.
I hope so. All right, so John's not here yet, so we're gonna get some food and eat up. All right, somebody finally decided to show up. Welcome.
They're here. Now the party starts.
Now we can go drink whiskey.
So head back for your red back.
We will. Thank you.
you.
You put my wrist there. You can eat my arm hair.
Yeah.
Get some friendship shots.
Right.
Hello, how you guys doing?
How are you?
So who are you with?
Where are those Dram Yinzers? We're the whiskey
Oh,
podcast.
right,
We're here
all right.
tomorrow, yeah.
Hello.
Perfect.
Each one's gonna have a map in there. You're gonna start at the Ivy Green. You can head on over there.
Right, yeah.
There'll be a whiskey or spirit there for you to try. You can try them all.
So we're stopping at Big Spring Spirits, which is out of Bellefonte, but they are opening a location we heard in our last show in the South Side. So they're gonna be local as well. They're gonna have 2 locations of like production. This is our first stop with our. You want to get a shot of this?
Yeah, look at that glass.
I don't know if I need to hold my hand behind if that helps.
There we go, look at that.
If this is the same one that's in Liberty Polis's Alexander Hamilton, and that was a sign of protest, was to take someone's portrait and hang it upside down. This entire weekend is about protests.
So it's our small batch American whiskey. We're actually our rye whiskey for the rebellion here, and the proceeds for this are going toward the Pennsylvania Military Museum in Bellefonte, PA. So we partnered with them for the Whiskey Rebellion to make a product in small batch. It's 91.2 proof. It's 100% rye. So
It's a little bit higher proof than our normal rye.
Yeah.
And obviously this is limited, so once
Right.
this is gone,
Yeah.
it's gone. But we thought it was really special. We have a special bottle for it.
That's really cool.
And then we were really excited to partner with the museum and give some of the proceeds
Yeah,
back to them.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So this is their Rebellion American
our
rye.
straight rye.
That's really good.
So what do you think?
I bought a bottle of it.
Would you say 91?
No, 102.
Never mind.
This is over 100 proof, straight rye. I love it. I think it's got a honey, caramel, a little bit of pepper, but it's a sweeter rye. So if you have a hard time with rye, this would be actually a really good one to try. Of course,
This
it's
is-
limited run, so
So you used to have a hard time with ryes.
yes.
Yes.
This would be
I remember
this would be an easy transition into rye. And I know it's younger, but like for a young whiskey, for any whiskey, I think this is good. But for a younger whiskey, it's very good.
So I'm just reading the next place.
We saw them at the craft distillery. And they were
did.
really nice. And they were really good too. They're like only a couple months old.
Very, very young. Yeah.
They have a really nice gin,
Yes.
if I remember correctly. They had a really nice. They, no,
You had a lot of gin that day.
I had a lot of gin that day. You, buddy.
I didn't see
Okay, so already,
Those bottles look dope. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They look super cool. Quantum Spirits is dope
I love
packaging.
them. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love these. I love this packaging.
What's up, man? I'm John.
I'm Chris.
Chris.
Zach. Hi, Ryan.
Ryan, nice to meet you. Zach.
Could I start? Actually, I'm really curious about that grapefruit gin.
whiskey podcast. We're gonna try the gin.
Yeah. Go straight for the grapefruit
Zach loves
gin.
his
You're on the
gin.
wrong. Now, if you're going for one of the gins, you have to go for all the gins. So, big grapefruit, little gin, right?
Yeah.
Yinzers, real grapefruit zest. We don't add extracts. It's phenomenal. That's how you get the flavor.
You can taste it. It doesn't taste like syrup. It tastes like fruit juice.
We're a rye house, really big into rye. We used to be 100% rye malt mash bill. We've actually changed that back a little bit. So we had a little bit of blue corn in there, add some nice nutty notes, a little more complexity. No barley. So not necessarily traditional Monongahela rye, but we put our own spin on it. We do something pretty unique in the whiskey world. We use Solera aging. So for those who aren't familiar with that, instead of going in a single barrel and then coming out, think about it like a tier of barrels or a pyramid. So about a third comes out of a barrel to goes to a bottle. A third will go to the next, get promoted to the next tier in the process, and a third stays behind. That's roughly. So we've got 3 different tiers we're running: copper, silver, gold. Copper is going to be a little bit on the younger side for nice, young, spicy, full-bodied whiskey. Silver, that's more of your nice sipper, higher-end cocktails. Gold, we haven't released yet.
Gold or both? All right, let's do both.
Well, this will be the copper.
Copper, sorry, copper. I
Yeah,
can't see.
let's start with copper, and then I want to try the silver.
Yeah.
Copper comes in 94 proof. Lots of spice, lots of rye.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a younger rye, but you can do stuff with it.
No barley at all.
No barley.
It's just like a little bit of like a malt.
It's really
So you get
smooth.
caramel.
You get some brown sugar. You can make a banging Manhattan.
Yeah, it's got enough body and character to stand up some of those fun drinks.
I love the candy cocktails too. That's really
Oh,
cool.
those are super fun, yeah. We were not able to source 250 milliliter cans or 200 milliliter cans. So the TTB only lets you fill certain sizes, right? That's why you don't see 700 milliliter bottles. You see 750.
Got you.
Yep.
So now we can do 700.
Yeah. So there's only certain sizes.
Josh keeps us up to
There we
date.
go. They just changed.
They just changed it.
They did just change it. 599 milliliters doesn't exist. With ready to drink cocktails, one of the challenges is what's the right proof, right? These are real cocktails, 10 to 12% ABV, right? It's not a seltzer, 5%. But that was the market we're going after. So we had to find the right size. These are being sold as ready to drink cocktails out of the front of our house, not as a TTB product. So as we scale up, we're going to have to move to a different size package. But you got our silver now? All right, so you're going to see a little bit more extraction, obviously. Seen a number of different barrels. Definitely more brown sugar in that one.
Yeah. The maltiness that I got from the copper is not as heavy, but there is a lot more of those spice like.
In that in particular, there is no corn, but it reminds me of like a cousin of a bourbon from that sweetness. Not a candy corn sweetness, but
So this is still the 100% right because you did say. So when you're talking about using that blue corn, is that stuff to come out? Like,
yeah, so
soon?
that's getting
Okay.
rotated through the
Gotcha.
stock.
Okay.
And because it's Solera, it'll slowly build its way.
Yeah. I love like all the.
I've got a
The
regular
design
and
and just in general, it's just.
Well, the math and
Did you
the.
look in the details?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I'm a graphic designer.
Yeah.
My day job.
Did you
So-
see the chipped ham?
What?
Chipped
I
ham.
didn't see the chips.
Oh,
Chipped
okay.
ham.
So we got chipped ham,
Oh, yeah, look.
Jagoff, Jaeger
Chocolate.
Boss, gum bands.
That's
This is
fantastic.
details.
Oh, that's great.
So we got some Yinzer.
Yeah. So what do you think of that? Now that we're out of, I mean, we gave initial thoughts, but now that like we walked away, like what do
I
you
liked
think?
it. I liked it. I'm excited to see what the gold's gonna be.
There was a big difference between the two of them. The copper was way more malty, and you really taste the youngness of it. Silver was, the malt wasn't there, but there was crazy like spice notes, and like a really nice like vanilla note.
Yep.
Again, these are all basic flavor notes, but I mean, when you get younger whiskey, that's kind of all you're gonna really pick out of it too much.
Aha! Follow the bag.
Follow right back.
So, Old Overholt, welcome. Familiar with it at all?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
So, 2020 edition comes in at 114 proof. Normally, we're about 86.
Originally established in 1810, one of the oldest whiskeys in America. So it's actually was originally made right here in Western Pennsylvania, now owned by Jim Beam, so out of Kentucky. But would you like to try some?
Always.
If you're offering. So.
This one is exclusive to PA and Ohio only.
Say that again.
Spicy.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
It's spicy. I like that.
Pretty smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good for 114.
Mm-hmm.
You could fool me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not hitting you hot?
No, you can get
No,
hit a
not
lot.
really. I struggle with words and I do a podcast.
Yes, we do.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you all. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
I can't wait to listen.
It's
actually-
dry.
It's very dry.
It's dry in my mouth.
Very
now.
dry.
It's
But I don't mind that.
Mm-mm.
I haven't had one whiskey today that I haven't been mad at, or that I haven't been mad at any of the whiskeys I've had today. There we go. Words. I do a podcast.
So I just didn't realize that the 114 was actually only PA in Ohio.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't like. Now I know that. I'm like, now I have to do it now.
Shall we?
Yeah. Go.
Yours is apple, peanut butter, peach, honey, regular bourbon. What's up, Matt?
How you doing?
I'm John.
I'm Nate. Nice to meet you.
Zach.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so I haven't heard of Excise.
Yeah,
Tell
so
us about
the
yourself.
reason we actually came to the festival is because our name really fits with the
Very much
festival,
so.
you know, the federal tax on distilled spirits. So we're a year old. We're a brand new distillery located near Glendale, Prince Glenson State Park.
Okay.
The closest landmark would be Altoona. We got a different variety of products. We started with 4, and now just a year later, I mean, we're up into the 20s of products. So we've definitely expanded. But we have our bourbon here. It's a 2-year bourbon, 74% corn, 21% rye, 5% barley. And then down here the line, it's the same mash bill with some flavors blended. You got honey, peach, apple, and then you got peanut butter there as well.
Let's start with the regular.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now, are you guys? Because you said it's a year old, but this is a 2 year. So
That's a
are
2 year,
you sourcing?
So that our 2-year bourbon is sourced. That everything else is made in house.
So where do you source this from?
Actually, it's MGP. But we have some stuff that's aging. We have a barrel that's going on 3 years here in October. We're getting our wheated bourbon done, getting into a small 30 barrels, some smaller ones. So.
And you distilled it?
Yep, we're distilling our own wheated. Yep.
That's awesome.
You know, good things take time. It's going to take us a little while to get there, but it's coming.
Should we jump right to the?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, the peanut butter.
Peanut butter?
Yeah.
First PRR stands for First Pennsylvania Rifle Regiment, and Damari Nolo means I will not be subjugated. And they were actually recruited out of like some of the counties in our area, back,
Gotcha.
you know. And they were one of the first regiments to join Washington up in Boston to kick the British out. So.
This is this base. So what do you do? What do you do to get?
That's actually the same. The honey, we use a guy from right down the road, all natural raw honey, a local beekeeper. And then the peach and the peanut butter are actually flavored with an all natural flavored extra.
Gotcha. One about yeah.
Oh, no.
Hey.
Pleasure. Thank you guys for stopping. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
definitely. We'll be in
I'll check
touch.
out your guys' show and stuff.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
All right. Wow, I can smell that peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah, you can.
Just coming off, rolling off your breath. Oh, all right, got it.
Keep following the red bag.
This is what a frat house feels like. Yeah, the frat house.
We walked in
feels
when I was like, oh, this is the basement of the
the
house.
basement of the house.
I'm John. I own the winery next door. I own the brewery upstairs, and then which has a full restaurant. And we own the distillery down here, which is B&B. Our focus is single malt whiskey. It is tequila, where we import all the blue agave, the yeast, all the nutrients are from Jalisco, Mexico, and then spice rum. So our spice rum is a Demerara rum that we put into new American oak barrels, and then we age it. And from there, we hand zest all the oranges. We grate all the nutmeg by hand. Our rum, no artificial colors. So when you look at that all the color in there is truly from the barrels. These are our barrels that we have right now. We started off doing these 5-gallon barrels. We went right from 5-gallon barrels into 53s and 60s. The 60s are actually wine barrels. Yeah, you have brandy in it. You can extract a lot of flavor from a 5-gallon barrel quick, but doesn't speed up the maturation process. Right. Maturation just takes time, but you also have higher evaporation rate out of a small barrel. And coincidentally, because I own the brewery, I have a giant walk-in upstairs, and so I have pallets of whiskey barrels upstairs, and we pull them in and out of our walk-in.
Yeah.
And so when you pull them in and out of the walk-in, you can cool them off, get them hot. You can pull them off, get them hot, so you can force that breathing inside that barrel to some extent. There's some beers that we distilled, and there's some brandies, things like that. The distillery, coincidentally, we do make our own vodka. My goal is to make vodka. Like, I don't want to be in the $30 vodka business, right? So when we do make apple wine, distill it, and that's how we make our vodka from apples. So it's not apple vodka, it is vodka from apples. So the taste, it does have a little bit of apples in it. These are my 2 stills. So I have a 150-gallon still, and I have a 50-gallon still. What you're going to see a little different about my distillery compared to a lot of them is I don't have mashing and fermenting stuff because we do it all in the brewery. because I have all that equipment up there. So it comes down to being a 15-barrel brew house, so 465 gallons at a time. So 150 gallon still is 3 stripping runs. Everything can go back in there, and I can do a spirit run, which in theory should get you right around 60 gallons, which fits a 53-gallon barrel plus a small barrel on the side if you need to. Or if we have to mess something up, we have a little extra. One of the things that we did with our distillery is that if we had beer that was left over, we could take that and distill it. Yep. I could put it aside here, distill it into my small still, and I can do my spirit run out of my small still. You'll see everything is pot stills, nothing's reflux columns, so even our vodka just gets distilled a couple times. Like if you're going into a barrel, it only gets distilled twice. But if it's going to be for vodka or for tequila, it gets distilled 3 or 4 times. Our whiskey, single malt whiskeys, everything's 100% malted barley. No wheat, no corn. If you guys got any questions, so if you go up to the bar, they have samples of the single malt whiskey, the tequila, and the spiced rum. And they also have a cocktail that they made with it, so you can taste it straight, and then you can taste it with a cocktail.
So this is actually the only place that we've seen so far that does single malts. So, single malt's not exactly a Pennsylvania thing. So I'm super curious about that.
Good, how are you?
Good. You gonna do some sampling?
Yeah.
Yes,
All
please.
right. So we have a spice rum tonight. We have our American single malt whiskey sample. We have our silver tequila as well. So shout out whatever you want.
I think
The
we're all
single
interested in
malt.
the single malt.
Yeah.
All right. How many of it? Sorry, 4 of you.
Slangeva.
I thought he already drank it. It's a lighter single malt.
It's a lighter single malt. It's not bad though.
It's kind of interesting. I can't place it. It's kind of interesting aftertaste.
Where are we going, Zach?
Liberty Pole.
We're taking Josh
Home.
for the 1st
We're going
time.
home.
Yeah, we're going home. Yes. We're gonna go see Mom.
We're gonna go see Mom and Dad and our brothers.
Mama Huff.
Fantastic. How are you?
Now Robbie was saying goodbye.
Nice t-shirt.
Good to see you, man.
This is our buddy Josh from Thrifty Whiskey.
Oh, no way. Good to meet you. I'm Kevin.
Good to meet you.
Well, here, can I pour you guys, a little bit while we talk?
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
What would
Do you
I say?
ever have
I would
any-
never tell you no.
Any preference?
What would
There's
you?
still
What do
lots
you
of
like?
peated rye left. I'd pour the peated rye.
Wait,
Batch 4. I feel
Your
like
mom
that's-
and dad brought batch 4 to the share.
Aw, you like it? 4? Can I get 4?
Kevin put that up there. Kevin or Rob, one of them put that up there.
This is the distillery that everybody talks about in the Pittsburgh Whiskey Friends group. So when you talk about Pennsylvania whiskey, and
This is the gold standard.
this is
We're not biased or nothing.
Well,
I already said in one of our
I know.
episodes that if you asked me what is one line I could not live
I know.
without, I said it was Liberty.
You did? I remember that episode.
Yeah.
Not
So-
just because Kevin gives us free booze every time.
But okay, Fred Minnick gave you guys an award. They're a big deal.
A big deal. Top 50.
Get in there.
This
Get in
one-
there.
this-
Day by day.
How many other Pennsylvania series were in that top 50?
You know what? Our good friends over at Dad's
That's
Hat.
it.
They're Eastern Pennsylvania.
We both like to
We
say.
don't hold that against.
Oh no, we love
We
love Herman.
We love Herman. We love to say they make the best rye east of the Alleghenies. And Herman begrudgingly says that we make the best rye west of the Alleghenies.
Can you tell people at home what we're drinking?
Yeah, so this is batch 4 of our peated rye whiskey. We make a standard peated bourbon whiskey that we've loved for a long time. My mom's a huge peat fan, is really into peated scotches. We thought it would make sense to do almost an American version. We started with the peated bourbon, but then we're in Pennsylvania, which is very much home of rye whiskey. We were sitting around one day and said, let's swap out all the corn for the rye, and we made this peated bourbon. So it's about 59% rye, and then a whole lot of peated malted barley, pot still it twice, 6 day fermentations, and then it barrel ages. This is batch 4. We started in the 10-gallon barrels, went to 15s, then 25 and 30-gallon barrels, and now this is our first batch out of the full-size 53-gallon barrels. So a bit.
And how old is this?
This is a bit over 2 years. So a relatively young 53-gallon barrel. Really, when we went to sample these, there was probably about 12 barrels. We only ended up blending together 3 of them for this particular batch. It's a very nice almost transition where I think as you get into the 53-gallon barrels, that almost roundness, right, starts to come through. In the smaller barrels, you have some of a little bit more concentrated oak flavors, which have been great, and we've loved them. But as we get into these bigger barrels, it's almost sort of like complexity and depth starts
Oh,
shining through.
wow. You might have said it. What's the proof on this batch?
108. 108. That's it.
108 proof.
Not drink 108. If alchemy was the thing, this would be the closest thing I could think of to alchemy.
So the fun part about the peated rye is batch 1. I don't remember. We got it early, and we got to try it. We were one of the first to try it outside of anyone that came here and tried it. We had a specific episode that was just about this one, and it's the episode released the same day you released the bottle.
What do you think of the transition? Are you happy with the direction that it's going?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
not
happy
that
with
batch,
it zone.
batch 1 was good for like your first round of that, but like, I mean, when we were doing that at the share the other week, like the color comparison, I believe 1 was higher proof, correct? It was like 112.
Really starting to lower the proof. We had started to lower the proof for the last couple of years.
But amber.
There's
it's
so much.
buttery. I've never had a buttery rye.
When I do ryes for our show, the thing that always gets me is like a eucalyptus like note or some sort of herbal note. I'm not really getting that. What I'm getting is what I imagine everyone talks about when they talk about rye spice. Because I usually don't get the rye spice on like most ryes I drink. This is amazing though, with that like beautiful rye spiciness.
I love it because it's got just like
Spot
a beautiful kiss of that peat.
I wouldn't call it a kiss. It's well, I guess a kiss.
A warm embrace.
It's no. I was thinking peck. It's not a light peck. No, it's a solid kiss. It's like second date kiss. It's round. It's smooth. I swear to God, there's butter in that because there's a buttery, almost creaminess to it that rounds out the pepper and the spice and the peat. It just merges.
From the original, not the big rye guy, right?
Yeah.
He did not like rye.
Originally, I was not the rye guy, and then we tried. Then we went to PI Libations, and we Stolen Wolf, and you guys actually.
I think
she gave us you guys Stolen Wolf, and those were the two where I drank it and I said, oh,
okay,
oh, this is a rye.
I'll be honest, that's kind of how I'm feeling right now drinking this.
That's cool.
Cheers to you guys.
Hey, cheers, guys. Thanks so much for coming in.
Oh, this is a Haas all the way.
Yeah. It's like, I agree. You're tempting me to spend $70 on a bottle.
Hey, listen.
That's a high
just because the show's $30 and under doesn't mean you can't.
I know. They have like seats in their workhouse.
Yep.
Oh, look at that beautiful pot still. The most I've ever paid for a bottle of whiskey has been $55. This is a $70 bottle of whiskey. And it is. Wow. And this is and this is only my second whiskey today. I've had like a little tiny sample of a single malt earlier from that other place, and that's it. It's so good. Like, watch out for this place, guys. Like,
if you just want to like understand how like popular this place already is, right?
Yeah.
They don't really expand outside of PA. They're not really selling outside of PA, right? They don't have other locations. It's just they're building a new like whole production warehouse.
Right.
If you just want to understand the depth of their fan base and customer base, when they do single barrels, they're gone within 24 hours, like sold out.
The Pittsburgh Whiskey Friends group sings their praises like none other. We actually have a decent amount of distilleries in this area. We don't talk about the rest of them in our area nearly
about 2 months
combined. I would say we don't even talk about them nearly as much combined as we talk about Liberty Pole. Mm-hmm. So we're just here hanging out in the basement of Liberty Pole, drinking the delicious peated rye, and looking at these beautiful barrels. I think this is where we're going to end the night, though.
Well, so we're going to end the night for you guys. We will continue.
Yeah,
you guys,
but you don't get to see
it.
Bye.
This is it for tonight. But be on the lookout for more videos of the interviews we're doing tomorrow. Just enjoy this view.